and this is our new home. We got a nice. We're getting everything set up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a nice space. Spark Project Collective is an amazing partner to a lot of small businesses. If you don't know where it's at, we're right here, Broadway and Swan, and they do a lot of really great things for their community and ours. And really looking forward to getting these guys some much needed everything. How you doing, Steven?
I'm doing fantastic, Wesley. Thanks for having me again.
Of course. And you're with Sorce Signature Outdoors, your source for luxury outdoor living. And the Tucson Tasty Show is actually brought to you by Sorce Signature Outdoors, which I'm just so excited that we're able to do that. And you do your luxury outdoor living, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Our specialty is, beautifying backyards, extending living spaces, and
That's awesome.
making a place for families to come together and create more memories.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what we need to do, right? I mean, that's just I love my backyard, and when I can stand the heat, I love my backyard, and when I can stand the heat, I'm usually
I have to say, there's a good chunk of the year here,
when it gets above 80 degrees, usually I'm in.
and we're having that happen in February this year. So just keep that in mind, folks.
In the water, in the water. But so tell me a little bit about pools, because pools are a big thing. I've struggled with my pool over the years, making sure that it is something that we're able to use without getting hurt, right? Because I don't want it to be a chemistry experiment.
Absolutely. There's a few key points that designers sometimes miss. Really good designers won't miss it, but I've seen a lot of bad designs in pools, and we want to approach it with a mindfulness and thoughtfulness that's going to ensure the client is able to enjoy it for years to come. A great design isn't just beautiful on day one.
Yeah. And what would you say your the interior? What's the best one for the Arizona sun? Because my uncle has a plaster interior, and he has to recoat it every few years, and then there's all these kinds of stories. I'll let you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, absolutely. Plaster was the most common thing used for decades. It used to hold up really well because they actually mixed it with asbestos. Yeah, yeah. So, it would last 20 or 30 years. Problem is, it's got a toxic component in it, right? Nowadays, they have a new batch of plaster mix, and it will degrade within 10 years. I can guarantee within 10 years you will be resurfacing your pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the manufacturer warranties on them are only 3 years long. The manufacturer knows when it's going to fail, and they ensure that they're not going to front the bill on a lot of that. So we really don't recommend plaster pools very often. If we're trying to be really budget conscientious and it's necessary, we can do that. But pebble interiors are really robust, really durable. They've got the mini pebble nowadays, so I know the early pebble interiors were a larger pebble, and they would tear people's feet up. They're very abrasive, and so your kids swimming around in the pool, kicking off the sidewalls, scooting their butts along benches. Plus years, the manufacturer warranty on them is 10, but if you take good care of your pool, you balance your chemicals correctly, they'll last a significant amount of time beyond that.
So mini pebble. We're talking about something that's a lot smaller. I think I have mini pebble in my pool.
Yeah, I believe you do.
And what would you say? Maintenance on that. Do you have to scrub everything down?
On a mini pebble, it's not set up to have things growing in it or getting in it. It's not porous, right? They have a plaster mix. They put in these small pebbles, and so you get a really durable finish, but it does need to be cleaned. It still needs to be maintenance. A maintenance-free pool, we're not there yet, maybe one day. If you have something like an in-floor cleaning system and you're using sidewalls, though, every now and again, for sure.
Awesome. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of, if you're going to spend this much money on an investment like a pool, you should you should definitely go for the Mini Pebble. It's part of our base pricing, so it's not an expensive upgrade by any means, and it's something that we can confidently stand behind. You know that it's going to last. Going beyond that, though, it brings up this point of short-term versus long-term thinking and maintenance over time. If you're going to do this kind of investment in your home, I mean, you want to ensure that investment's going to pay out for you in the future, whether it's through your own use or perhaps resale value. If it's your forever home, you want to ensure you've got quality material. If it's not your forever home, you want to ensure it's got quality material, right?
Absolutely. So, this is the Tucson Tasty Show. So we've got to talk. We got to talk food, and we had a unique experience. I think yesterday, we went out to Rock and Roll.
Yeah, it was really good. I was impressed.
It's the new sushi place. It's out in Vail,
Mm-hmm.
Across the street from the new Walmart out there, Marianne, Cleveland, and Houghton. Rock and Roll, and what a cool environment, right?
It was really, really neat. It's themed for. They really nailed it. Guitars all over the walls. I think one of the instead of a sushi boat, they had a giant guitar plate. Yeah, that was really cool. I got the VIP roll, which was fried shrimp and crab and all. It was fantastic though.
We got the jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
But they were stuffed with crab. Now, it didn't really hit. It didn't hit where I wanted it to, but you liked it.
I enjoyed it. I felt like it gave them a little more filling, so you had some nice texture changes from
And you're a protein freak.
Yeah, you gotta get your protein in. I thought it was a good balance. I love jalapeno poppers when they're wrapped in bacon.
Or panko.
Yeah.
And then fried.
It was delicious. I enjoyed them. And then we had the bowl. It was like a filet mignon and fried rice and veggies. And it was a good value, man. You got
hibachi menu, yeah.
I was stuffed. I couldn't eat anything at dinner that night.
I ate a small bowl. I didn't tell producer Tina that I had been out to eat. It was more for self-preservation than anything else.
Yeah, you can't be missing wifey's dinner.
No. It's I'm just not that hungry. But I'm down 50 pounds, over 50 pounds. So,
Congratulations, man. It's huge.
It's starting to show everybody. Everybody sees me and they go, "Where'd you go?"
Well, you can't keep tasting good food if you're dead.
Oh my gosh. Right. But you know what? That just makes those good bites that much. Now with the walk and roll, what would you say? The plastic cups for the water were fun. I mean, the entire environment. You got to go check it out. Marianne, Cleveland, and Houghton, and really just get in there and try some food.
And I'll say I'm a bit of a sushi snob. Sachiko was always my go-to, and it's in my opinion, one of the best in town. And I was really impressed by Rock and Roll. I thought it was good quality.
It was the tenderloin.
And it didn't break the bank.
Right.
That you can get a filet mignon for
The dinner portion. It's $23.
Easily splittable.
So what are we going to talk about next week with the Sorce Signature Outdoors?
There's a lot we can cover. I've still got a ton I can talk about in terms of design for pools. They really are a centerpiece, but like you said, we do pergolas, we do patios, we do turf, we do outdoor kitchens, we do fire pits. So, I think next week jumping into a good overview on design and design mentality and how our expert designers approach every yard and every unique situation, because everyone has different desires that they want, and it's up to us to guide them based on their budget and what they want, and kind of meet in the middle to bring their dream to life.
Yeah. So you go through that. Everybody that is a designer has to go through to learn about design and being conscientious about utilizing space, right?
Yeah, I personally love teaching. I teach martial arts. I know that you're a teacher, and I've learned a lot from your education style as well, which has been fantastic. But walking people through these things that are kind of overlooked or an afterthought to most folks when they walk, oh yeah, just throw a pool in the backyard. No, we need to focus on what are there that you have this really contiguous, beautiful, seamless design in the backyard. And so that's my big focus when I'm teaching the new designers as they come in.
Oh, absolutely. And walking out the back door into and having the focal points is, that's what I do in my own house. I mean, I walk in my front door and there was a wall in the way, so I took out the wall.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
And I'm
right?
putting bookcases in eventually once I'm able to stand and actually do the work without being down for 3 days.
Yeah,
to
that.
recover.
I can't wait for that bulging disc of yours to get fixed, man. That's
Sure. Hey, anyways, but the whole thing with that, it's just it's your space, right? So you're living in it every day and you're updating it, and I can't wait to do the kitchen. Can't wait to do an outdoor kitchen now. I can't wait to talk about the outdoor kitchens because we have so many cool options that a lot of people just don't even have the access to those connections to a lot of the different places in Tucson to
absolutely.
be able to get some of the custom grills and outdoor metalwork done. And
We might need two segments for that one. I've got a few things I can speak to, but I know that you are a connoisseur of cooking implements.
yes, I've been told by family members and friends that my backyard is a showroom for
Incorporate into your own outdoor kitchen. That'll be a fun design challenge.
it's all about usable space, and it's because there's a lot of things that go into nuances, right? And thinking about where you're cooking to where you're presenting the meal to where people are sitting to hang out with you. And one of the most frustrating things that I think I see in backyard behind that grill, well, it's going and it's hot and everything else.
Well, that's the ticket, right? If you don't design a space for how people live, you're just putting pretty shapes on a page. You're not really thinking about the functionality of it. And oh, it looks cool from this angle in my camera, but how is someone working in that space, interacting with their guests and other people around them, having really good flow throughout the yard from, oh, we've got some folks hanging out in the spa. They're still able to converse with the people in the fire pit who can talk aside. So if I'm cooking, I'm on an island, right? I'm not able to interact with all my guests, and it frustrates me. So why wouldn't it frustrate anyone else, right?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing, and I think my backyard it's well designed, but it's not put together with any intention, and that's the only thing that I really am disappointed about, and I might need to move some stuff around, and because you got to be close to the kitchen, but the back door where the back door is, it's not close to the kitchen necessarily. And then, but then it's not close to the hot tub, so I can't grill and hang out with the people that are hanging out in the hot tub at all.
Well, let's get one of our expert designers out there to walk through it with you.
How do I do that?
Oh.
It's 520-216-5677.
There we go.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Trust you with anything again, but it's 520-216-5677, or check out SorceSignatureOutdoors.com, and that's SORCE SignatureOutdoors.com.
And schedule your free consultation.
And we're going to be right back after this break, and we'll see you soon. Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Sorce. We're here live in studio. We have a very special guest with us today, and he's the newest member of the winemaking community and a local hometown hero. And please welcome Channing Fry to the show. How you doing, Channing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Thank you.
So much for being here today. And I'm super excited to have you in the show because we're talking wine today, right?
Yeah, we're talking wine. We can talk whatever you want to talk about, but yeah, wine probably would be the point.
Yeah. You got an event coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the event is going to be down at the university right before
The big game.
The big game.
Yeah.
And how can people join you?
You just walk down. You just walk down there, be in front of Ben's. I think for me, big thing at Chosen is always to meet people where they're at. Wine's had a big influence on my life and a big influence on what I'm doing after. Now I'm retired from the NBA. So I feel like, places that I have gone and loved and had drinks at, I want to show people it's not just, beer and mixed drinks, that wine does have a place on the table.
Absolutely. And wine, of course, has a
You would say, of course, but certain people,
One of our frequent flyers on the Tucson Tasty Show is actually Eric, and Eric is he's the owner of Page Spring Cellars.
Okay.
And he's the president of the Wine Growers Association here in Tucson, or in Arizona.
Right.
And he's up in the Verde Valley.
Yeah.
Where's your winery located?
The Willamette Valley in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, wonderful.
Right. So that's where I live now. I live in, Westland, Oregon. We source 95% of our grapes from the Willamette Valley. The other 5% from Walla Walla, Howell Mountain from Napa, and then Fort Ross Seaview from California.
And Oregon wine has such amazing flavor.
Yeah.
And it just has, overall, everything just comes together. And wine is such a expression of the area and the region, right? And that's what I love about Arizona wine, because it's Arizona. But
right.
And born and raised Tucsonan. But the cool part about any wine is that it's the regional. It's about the time that it's grown.
Correct.
And everything else. So what inspired you to get into wine?
Well, first of all, Arizona does make better wine than Oh,
Sure.
Okay. Well, like for me, I'm not, when I look at like Los Milix, I'm like, man, they're so young and they're making this good already, right? And so think about 10 vintages from now. Think about 15 years. It's only going to keep getting better. So to start off like that, big ups to Arizona wine, hopefully to get people to try more wine. Obviously, wine is delicious. It's beautiful. It's ever growing, and then for me, it became something more than just like a bottle on a table. It became something to where I could connect with people. I've done, hey, maybe we can work together in some capacity. And then the wine menu comes, and then within 10 minutes, we're best friends. Because we're like, oh man, what about this? Or what about that? Did you find this deal? Or, it just connects people and allows people to put their guard down and just talk and listen. And when a bottle comes, you're not wrong. If you go, it's not really my jam, okay, we'll find you another one. There's 150 on this list, right? So for me, I want to be a part of that. I feel like our palate at Chosen is constantly growing. It's constantly figuring out what is happening in the Willamette Valley, but what's happening in the world, right? What are people drinking stylistically, and also what are we excited to pour and to make? We have an amazing winemaker who makes the wine for us, and he's just attentive to like what we're trying to say. He's a genius, and we have to, he has to dumb down what he says to us, which is great. But for us, we've learned so much over the years. We've had a warm year, a wet year, a smoke year, a hot year. So each year is something different, and we're learning. And that's the thing about wine is very humbling. It's like you can't be the smartest wine guy because everything is evolving, and you can't keep up as fast as everything is changing.
Absolutely. And so what types of wines do you currently have available?
So the majority of our wine is going to be Pinot Noir Chardonnay. And no, this is not your grandma's Chardonnay. The other wines that we do, which are just, small amounts, we call them collabs. We do like a Howell Mountain Cabernet. We feel like that's our favorite AVA out of Napa. One of our favorite AVAs out of Napa. We do a Lake Lean, the Rocks Syrah from Walla Walla, which is a lot of fun. And then we do a Fort Ross Seaview collab, which is a Pinot Noir, 3 miles off the coast. Amazing site. We're pretty blessed to have an opportunity to get some juice there. And other than that, we do little single vineyard stuff. And what we want to do is educate people, but also meet them, again, where they're at. So we have something that's $40. We have something that's $50. We have something that's $60. We have something that's $90. We have something that's your drinking, your drinking journey.
Absolutely. It's not about the price of the bottle.
No,
$120 bottle.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
hopefully it's not from us.
No. But I've had really good, $15 bottles of wine.
For sure.
And I love that. There's definitely a wide variety, and it's approachable in its way, right?
Right.
So, what would you? All right. So with the you say it's not your grandma's Chardonnay. Are you
Right.
doing any type of barrel aging? Or
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We do barrel aging. So depending on what wine it is, and depending on what our intentions for that wine, like our white label, for instance, does, we just use the oak, just a little bit of oak to frame that. So it's going to be fresh. It's going to be great acidity. It's going to be zippy. It's going to be fun, right? Like, let's say you go to your buddy's house for Super Bowl. You're not bringing out the $100 bottles of wine, right? But you want to drink good. You want to drink and enjoy the game. You want to enjoy some wings. So you need a wine that's structured to live up to that. Our wines do that, starting from our white label, going on to our reserve. And then the more you go up, the more that there's a little bit more integrated oak regiment, or we may make it bigger and rounder. So some wines are built to last, 5 to 8 years. Other wines are built.
All right. So you have an event tomorrow at Gentle.
Yeah, we have an event tonight at the Sands, and then tomorrow at Ben's, and then we did a dinner last night at the Hub, which was great.
You got to tell Rick, the general manager at the Sands, that's going to be a fun event.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
So Gentle Ben's is going to be open to the public, or
Yep.
Arizona Sands Club is as well, or is it just for members?
I think it's just for members.
It's members and public.
No, members and public. Okay. I'm just here. It's a,
Tickets are available at therizonasandsclub.com.
Yeah.
Or invited clubs.
just for dinner.
Yeah, just for dinner.
Yeah, just for dinner.
So you're doing a wine dinner.
It's experience. Yeah. So instead, we did a regular wine dinner. Today's is a wine experience where each wine is sat next to the food. So you get a plate and you go, ooh, I like this wine with this. So it allows people to try to see what the chef thought of when he drank the wine and what he wants to make with the wine. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, executive chef Danny Perez over there is absolutely incredible.
He's a beast.
Chef, 2-time winning Iron Chef of Tucson, so I'm jealous.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight. We have plans already, but
It's okay.
And his executive sous chef Seth Mehdi, absolutely incredible as well. And they're very creative. I have a friend that does their wild game dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Over at the Dunlap Club, and it's amazing. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't been to the Arizona Sands Club, get tickets tonight.
Great experience, man. It's always, every time we do dinners, I never tell the chefs what to cook. And so it's been every single dinner, there's been something different. And that speaks volumes for our wine, that it inspires chefs to not just make, Pinot Noir and salmon, or Chardonnay and, whitefish or something like that. So it's pretty awesome to see that, from our rosé and other stuff, that they put it all over the place.
So Chardonnay Reserve station with it's the oysters,
Yeah.
salmon roe, and ceviche.
Yeah.
And then you have the Chardonnay station with mushrooms, arancini, and that's with the
Truffies? Oh, is that like a baby truffle?
I was doing so good. But truffle, we gotta get, or definitely gotta get this. So we can show on Instagram, or you can go to the Facebook page, or anywhere that
Right.
you have social medias. And then tell me a little bit. So out of all the wines, what would be number one? Like, you have to go and try this wine when you come out. And as a two-part question, where can people come out to the winery and do tours?
So we don't have a winery. We started during COVID.
Okay.
and then juice, and inventory, and go out and tell our story. So we started as an online brand, worked through that, tried DTC a little bit, but the problem is, again, I don't like doing the same thing every single day. And I felt like our main motto, or thing that really we said, for your kids or dogs, get a hotel, get a car, then come see me at my winery, then get like fly back. That's a lot. That's a lot for a young brand. So until we've established ourselves, right, I felt like it's better for us to meet you where you're at. So you see me. There's not very many other, I would say, athletes or famous people that would come and speak on their wines, right? It's almost unheard of because a lot of people make boo-boo ass wine. So for me, it's like I stand behind our product and what we're doing and our intention, and not afraid to talk about it in front of hundreds of people.
So what would be the one thing
Did it come see?
everybody
Oh, yeah.
needs to try when they're
I'll tell you what is I think a lot of people are curious about Oregon Chardonnay, and I'm trying to. The easiest way to explain it is like, we're in a cooler climate than California. We don't use that much oak on our things, on our wines, and everyone loves white Burgundy. And then when I say, hey, we make it in that style, in that ilk, we're just way younger. They're like, oh, it must be this. And I'm like, yeah, it is that. And so for us, we want things to be fresh across the board. So any wine you get from Chosen is going to be fresh. That thing is going to be living and alive, and you'll taste the electricity the moment it hits your tongue. But yeah, I would say our Reserve Chardonnay has been flying off the charts right now.
Reserve Chardonnay.
Please, I mean, we're a tiny group, right? We only make about 2,000, 2,500 cases a year. So for us, we've wanted to scale responsibly. But when you email somebody at Cheers, it's usually it's not me, but it's one other person, and we want to get you whatever you need, right? Where do you ship to? We're still a very mom and pop thing, and it's pretty awesome being the way we are.
Absolutely.
Wines are distributed
Oh yeah, that too, yeah.
through Arizona.
Yeah.
It is distributed through
Yeah.
Arizona. Is it?
It's STEM.
STEM Wine Company.
STEM.
STEM.
Yes, absolutely.
That's right.
STEM,
Yeah,
STEM
yeah.
Wine Company.
Yeah,
So
and in Tucson, we have many local businesses.
let's get you on mic here.
Yeah, we have many local businesses that are very proudly pouring Chosen Family by the glass. So, on the shelf at places like Hub Restaurant, many independent retailers, Tucson Hop Shop, Rum Runner, George Wine Shop, Sonoran House, got a lot of support for Chosen Family Wines.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Well, we're just at the end, and we didn't go on break, but that's okay because I don't have to worry about the commercials will all be there at the end. So, but what am I forgetting to ask you?
I think I don't know if you're forgetting to ask me anything, but I always love saying this, and I think me being from here, it was a big. I became the man I am in Tucson, at Arizona, and so for me to be retired and to come back was extremely important to us as a business. So if you believed in me as a player and saw me grow as a young man, you would take a chance on me now. When you see it on your table, it's we just do this with love and attention and passion, and so we're not here for a quick buck. We're here to change the wine industry and change the wine culture here in Tucson and Arizona.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm Wesley Sorce, your host for the Tucson Tasty Show. We'll see you in them at Sorce Signature Outdoors. That's SORCE, signatureoutdoors.com. See you next week.